Does your website need more traffic? Well, visit overflowcafe.com today. They make websites popular, and over 41,000 people use their service to gain more customers. They are winning our business. What about you? Visit overflowcafe.com today.
Welcome to Rockafellas Barbershop. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will be blessed and be glad in Him. Today I want to introduce myself. My name is Rico Rodriguez at Rockafellas Barbershop here in San Antonio, Texas, 1733 Babcock Rd. My phone number is 210-782-5188. Come out and get your haircut here at Rockafellas Barbershop. You are listening to I Am Refocused podcast on iHeartradio.
You are listening to I Am Refocused Podcast Special Edition with your host, Shemaiah Reed. This podcast is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. Now, let's tune into today's podcast.
This is I Am Refocused podcast on iHeartradio in Austin, Texas. You know what it is. This is a special episode here at South by Southwest at the Kingdom Experience. I'm with my boy still, Dre Coop. What up, man?
Man, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Today, tomorrow, the day after. I'm here.
Well, the church is going to kick you out eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man. We sitting in with another special guest
Who we
tonight.
got, man? Who we got?
We got Bremond. Man in the house. Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, not much, man. Just glad to be here, networking and just believing in God and just letting Him do His will, man. It's just so awesome to see how God being faithful when you faithful to Him.
Real talk. So tell me, where you getting Maine from?
Alright, so I'm glad that you asked that question. So when I was born, I was premature. I'm really supposed to be an October baby. So when I was born, I had so many complications and so many things going wrong that my mom was like, if he survived this, he's a man. So my dad was like, instead of calling him man, call him man. And plus, like, in the neighborhood that I grew up in, all the bad kids' name was Quan, Man, Tay, Ray.
Did y'all form a group?
Nah, but we always babies though. Silver teeth, running nose.
Same. Coming up out of the streets. First of all, being in the streets, you might rap a little bit, you spit, talking about little girls. You don't ever see yourself becoming a rapper for Christ, a Christian rapper. When God called you to the Christian movement, to the rap, what was your thought?
So when I first started rapping at 7 years old, and I never did secular music, but I looked up to guys like Wayne and all those secular artists though. But I got saved at a church camp in Texas, Aquila, Texas to be exact, at the age of 15, 4 years ago. I'm 19 now, and at that moment my dad was incarcerated. So I felt the Lord say on my last day of camp, right before I got saved, I felt in my spirit the Lord say, the more that you use your music for me, the more changes you will see in your father. And so I gave my life to Him. I started rapping for Christ. And so by the time I graduated, God kept His word, and my dad got released the week before I graduated high school.
Hey, man, now how's he doing?
Oh, I've seen a whole lot of progress from the man he was when he first walked in to now. There's still some complications and still things that going on in the family, but I just know God's still being faithful.
Say, does your mother follow your music?
Oh yes, my mom, my T lady, that's my baby. She's my number one supporter. Her and my two little sisters. Yeah.
That man just spit 2 words in a boot. T lady and my supporter. That's my T lady, man. That T and lady. Don't y'all let the man say that's my mama.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna get that out of you, I'm not gonna get that out of you. That's my mama.
Yeah, that's my baby. That's my mama.
Look, it's hard to say mama. Man, how long you been rapping since you were 14?
Since I started, my first time in the studio I was 12, but I was rapping at 7 years old.
Oh, at 7?
Yes, sir.
You were writing your own raps at 7?
At 7, I was forced to.
Huh?
I was forced to. See my mom, she was so strict on me, like, and so I couldn't go outside to play. I couldn't go outside and play sports until I wrote. And then when she started being so less strict on me, you know, you can do it. Like, you can just, if you want to stop, you can stop. That's when it became a way of expressing how I feel. Like, I fell in love with it by that time.
You remember one of the raps from back when you were 7 or 8 years old?
Oh, nah.
Come on, man.
But what I did, though, I had a list of words like chain, brain, same, like all that. Yeah. And so I just used to put words in with those. I guess that's how it developed my freestyling ability. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
I sense we're gonna have to do a freestyle.
Oh yeah, y'all ready?
Yeah, man, let's see what you got, man.
Look, I'm hot just like a coffee pot. You know the grind will never stop. My homies clutching off the block. I just tell them boys to stop. They don't never listen cause the hustle really all they got. I'm needed by example. But my homies saying forget the cops. Coming from the projects, if you bloodthirsty, money hungry. Everybody off the porch, they be leaving mothers lonely. They be out here selling work cause they don't want their mama hungry. Come from a place where it's crazy. You can barely trust your homie. 3 a.m. up in the morning by time where the robbers out. Run up in your crib, take your stuff, then they dipping out. Gotta use your weapon the moment you decide to pull it out. Cause if you don't, they'll hurt you. Even if they think it's doubt. Came from the streets, but I always been a quiet type. Never been about the drama, stayed away from the ride type. Stayed up out of trouble, trying to keep that belt up on my life. And also cause the Lord had his hands all up on my life. I felt his grace, I felt his presence, felt his love. I came from the hood too, but I'm far from a thug.
And you don't stop when I stop, and you don't give what I give, and you don't know I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Man, do you ever find yourself having to minister to younger kids? I'm talking about personally, not in shows, not up there on stage, but personally, do you see yourself having to minister?
Yes, sir. That's my job. Like, when I'm a college student. So from every day in college, I wake up 8 to 12. So that's my college schedule, Monday through Friday. And Monday through Thursday, 2 to 6, I'm with 6th through 8th grade boys, middle school boys. And I'm with a group of 12 of them. And all those boys are poverty-stricken, you know, growing up fatherless. And they've seen their dad put their hands on their mom and things like that. So I see myself in all of them. And so it's not even a job because I get to be a light and be, when they see me go out and do things like this, it's just let them know it's light at the end of the tunnel and it's hope, man. And I just thank the Lord for giving me that opportunity to show those boys the same thing that God showed me, and it's hope and it's a chance.
Man, that's love. So you love doing that.
I love it. Like, I love it with a passion.
Man, what is the number one thing you feel is important as an artist?
Being true to yourself. Not trying to follow what's trending. D1 told me like being authentic is the number one thing that sells, but it's really not trying to sell. It's just being comfortable with yourself. Because like if you make a hit song and it's not you, then you gotta keep that persona, and it's uncomfortable, and you're gonna end up getting caught slipping. But if you be yourself and you follow what the Lord called you to do, and you follow your anointings and your calling, you will never have to change because you're rooted in you who God called you to be. And it's always comfortable that way.
Do you ever find that a temptation? Slipping? Have you ever saw yourself slipping and then God picked you up?
Of course. You know, it'll be me lying if I say I didn't. You know, it'll be so easy to get on here and freestyle about, you know, drugs, sex, money, because like, you know, that's what you hear every day, and that's what you see in the black culture every day. But I think it takes true discipline. It's a true discipline for Jesus to live that perfect life, so we could have our flaws and still have a chance to go to heaven. So I believe if Jesus can be that disciplined for us, it shouldn't be a problem for us to be disciplined for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask this question. We've been asking this throughout the whole night. Say there's someone out there who's on the fence when it comes to, do I go with God, Jesus, or do I just do what the world does? Someone's on that fence tonight listening to this episode. What will you tell them right now?
Man, just self-evaluation. You know, talk, have that true deep talk to yourself. And I want to keep this in mind. The world gonna promise you the drugs, but when you high, you gonna come down. When you drunk, you gonna sober up. So your problems gonna always be there. You gonna have, if you try to run into sex, like when you gonna have that moment, but like when you through what you doing, that pain still gonna be there. It's no healing, because like when you in the world, you just digging yourself deeper and deeper with momentary satisfactions. When you into the word, God heals. God is the only thing that can fill their cup up. God is the only thing that can fill that hole up. So I don't want to sound like a broken record and sound cliche, but the Lord, He cares, and ain't nobody gonna have your back, and no landing gonna be as comfortable besides the Lord's hands.
Shout out.
Who you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out Rep the King, shout out Music City Studios, shout out to y'all, man, for having me in this interview. I really appreciate y'all taking time out y'all day interviewing me. Shout out. Yeah.
You shout out to Mama, T-Lady?
Oh yeah, Mama. shout out Mama, man, and shout out to Little Louisiana.
The boots. Listen, it's getting a little loud up in here, and let y'all know, iHeartradio. Thank y'all for hosting the I Am Refocused.
Cool, I got you. This is I Am Refocused podcast on iHeartradio, man. I'm here with my boy Dre Coop.
We coming back. Stay tuned.
My man.